Good morning, day 4. Good morning, guys. What's making noise? Is that a goose? Anyways, good morning, guys. So, do you know I still woke up very early today? It's not like it's bad to wake up early, but I'm waking up too early. um, yeah, and so I decided to come out to walk today just to get my energy up so I can actually be productive. So just walking around the park, around my area. And yeah, so yesterday night a paper got published. My paper got published in AICHE journal. It's a longer name, but it's one of their journals. And do you know that that paper was like the first project I started my PhD, and I'm just publishing it now. So there's a lot of rejection stories there, and that's what I'll be talking about today. So stay tuned. When I'm back from work, we'll talk about how to push through rejections. It's the house. Want to eat fish and egg for breakfast. I know it's my food combinations are weird, right? That's what I feel like eating this morning, and I'll be out of the house. This is what I'm about to eat with a shot of probiotic. I'm going to add like black pepper to this. So guys, this is me again in my car. So I have a driver's license appointment. And it was like towards noon. I also had lunch at work. So I wanted to see if I could do it earlier and then go to work. But when I came here, they said, no, you have to wait till 15 minutes before your booked time. So everything is just messed up now. I can't make it to that lunch. I even had to attend a meeting here from my car. And so I think after I do it, I'll just go back home and finish work from home. Yeah, I booked it since, so I didn't know that I was going to clash with all of this meetings. But yeah, I need to change my license, or my license is bad. So I need to do that so I don't get in trouble. It's like this is the only place that fall is out now. I've been here alleged forgetting that I wear glasses. I had to run, not run though, but like I was already at my window and they told me they would do like the items. I'm like, please, I forgot my glasses in my car. I had to go get it. Honestly, I legit be forgetting. Also, these glasses, I see better with it here, but I feel like it distorts the depth. Yeah, depth. Does that happen with any of you guys that wear glasses? Let me know. Hey guys, day 4. I know you're not seeing all, but like I tried to wear my Christmas pajama pants from last year, to get in the vlogmas spirit. Anyways, I'm going to close that right now, so you're probably not going to see it at all. Or maybe no, don't come down. So today I'm going to be talking about how you can use rejection as a fuel to your success, especially during your PhD. Of course, this can be used in every aspect of your life, but I'm going to be discussing it today in the context of your PhD. So yesterday, a paper of mine got published. Probably not clear. I'll leave the link to this paper down in the description box, where it was published 10th of December 2024. And it's titled Experimental Economic and Life Cycle Carbon Footprint Assessment of Low-Cost Adsorbent for Siloxane Removal from Landfill Gas. It was published in AICHE Journal to be specific, the Environmental Progress and Sustainable Energy Journal by AICHE. Very wonderful. I'm so glad. But do you know the story about this paper? This project was my very first project when I started my PhD. Very first. I started my PhD August 2019. And the first research I started doing, which was maybe in 2020, was this project. Or it's just getting published after I have graduated. And this is like the third first authored paper I'm publishing from my PhD. So how come my very first paper is just being published? It's because it has passed through various rejection. So how was I able to wave through this rejection to success? Because you're talking to a doctor right now with 3 first authored published paper, even if a first paper was rejected left, right, all around. So yeah, let me tell you the story about this paper. So when I started my PhD, I was just put to lead a funded project. It was an experimental project I had to learn a lot of experimental tools, blah, blah, blah. The first rejection came, not rejection per se, the first L came when I realized I was trying to fix a lot of equipment to do this project because it was not very regular of experiments that were in my lab at that time. So I had to use some other equipment that others were not using. And so there was like a learning slope. But when I was done trying to fix equipment and all, which was hard for me, I came to my profs and said, oh, I've done this, but I need this equipment to complete my experiment. And that's when I got my L, that, oh, the funding for this project does not include buying equipment. You know, when you have spent like 6 months trying to fix things, and now you want to finish it, because that's what I felt. I didn't know how things work. And now they're like, oh no, we can't do that. I'm like, what? What the hell am I going to do? Anyways, I won't come here to say that, oh, I just shoved it off. It affected me. I went into my shell for maybe like 2 weeks or a week or something. Because I was fresh as a PhD, right? And I know some of you are passing through this as PhD students. Come listen to your doctor. Just joking. But anyways, I was sad, like, because it felt like I'd wasted effort. But the good thing is, honestly, I'll not even put it on me. I'll put it on my professors. Good thing that they called me and asked me what's up. I told them how frustrated I was and how I'd like to concentrate on other parts of my project. Yeah, we had like an honest conversation if I needed help in the lab. And so like an undergrad was enlisted to be my assistant. And so that gave me freedom to think and to research, like, how can we get out of this while I was now concentrating on other parts of my project. So that was when I started my own process modeling. And if you look at the title of my dissertation, it's literally process modeling, techno-economic assessment, and life cycle assessment. So this shift actually changed my trajectory. And guess what? That's what I work in right now. So that's one success. The fact that like there was a drop and it changed the whole trajectory of my PhD. That's what I do now after work, because that was literally like I had to gain new skills, and that skills I use now to work. Anyways, at this point, I had the freedom to do my research, start gaining other skills, but also thinking like, oh, we can't just kill that project. What do we do? And so in my search through the literature, I found that unconventional method for a testing that I was meant to do in this experiment. But you know that equipment that they say I could not buy? That would not allow me to do like the accepted method of testing your contaminants. However, and so I found this not so popular method, was an unconventional method, and I had to design this experiment and like direct my assistant at this point, which was my undergrad, and like we did it together and we were able to finish that. It was just there for the summer. Okay, now pushing this paper out. Reviewers kept rejecting left, right, and center. Why? Because of my unconventional method. Because they're like, we don't trust it. We don't trust it. Whatever. However, right? It was sad, right? But do you know what? I didn't allow this hold me down. Like, how do I explain to them? It has been done before. And we did a lot of like considerations to make sure that we're not over measuring, like assumptions, blah, 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 to even cut down. But I guess I was not explaining it properly to like different reviewers of different journals. But during this, because I think I started submitting this thing maybe 2022 or 2021. Through this all, I was working on my other projects, writing paper for other ones. I got the first one published, I think in 2021, right? What was that? That was a spawn of this particular project, but not looking at experiment at all, looking at it from like an analysis point of view. Got that release. This paper that was getting rejected, guess what it was also doing for me? It was getting me awards in conferences. So yes, I was getting rejected. I was also winning by presenting posters and like presentation about it. So it was not like complete loss. That's what you can do. You get rejected in your paper, what you're finding other ways to win from that rejection. And so yes, published the first paper that was not this. Published my second first authored paper this year. that was not this. And then finally, after I don't know how many rejections, but finally I got it published. And guess what? When I read the current final version of this my paper after through all its rejections, I'm like, thank God they did not accept it that first time, because the quality that, all the skills I was getting in that other part, I now added it to this. So the main thing was not now that unconventional method, because I added, with the experiment, I added an analysis component to it, and it upped the quality. So in order not to ramble too much, this is how I use rejection as a fuel, right? You're getting rejected in one, it shouldn't draw you down to give up and not do other things. Do other projects or do other papers as you're getting rejection as well. How can you win even as you're getting the rejection? Apply to present your work in conferences, as posters or as presentation. Guess what? You might get an award that will help you for something else. Guess what? You get feedback that will help you improve your paper when you submit it next. And overall, through all this rejection, you get a higher quality paper. So that's it. Anyways, you guys tell me about rejections you faced during your PhD, maybe especially through maybe paper publications, because that's like one metric they use, whether it's 1 required or 3 or 4. We're expected to publish as PhDs. So let me know your experience, and what else would you like me to talk about in the coming days of Vlogmas. I'm freshly out of my PhD, right? Not freshly, it's May 2024, but I can answer any of your questions. So if you have questions, please leave them down in the comment section so that I can talk about it in my next video. Bye.